Hey everybody, Cindy G here of the Cindy G Project, here to help you design the life you desire to live in the body that you love to love. And I want to welcome you for watching. Thank you for watching. I'm going to get started here in just a moment, give a few people a chance to chime in because this message today is extremely off the chain. Like I'm very, very, very emotionally driven by this message. I am going live here on my main page, and I will definitely be posting this in my private fibroid healing group, Ladies Stop Thinking, Start Shrinking, private fibroid group for healing naturally. Okay, so those of you that know someone or you yourself is suffering from the debilitating effects, or symptoms rather, of uterine fibroid tumors, endometriosis, polyps, cysts, whatever the womb dis-ease is that's taking place in your life or in the loved one's life that you know of, share, like, and share this video. Before I get started, I'm going to groove a little bit to some of my own old music. This particular song is a duet that we had with Kenny Green, the late Kenny Green from the group Intro. He wrote and arranged this song, and we did the duet. He wrote it for us initially, and this was back in 1997. I was part of a girls trio, R&B trio, and we it was so awesome that we just decided to make it a duet. So, and this was like one take in the studio, one take. This is how bad Kenny Green is. I'm going into some music first for my intro so that I can be nice and mellow, because this topic about fear. Hey, Stephanie McKenzie, how you doing, my sister? Hello, Yvonne Mitchell Johnson. Hey, Benton Harbor Tiger, thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate you, big brother. You know I love you with all my heart. But yeah, so I'm gonna jam for just a moment, give people a minute to chime in. Hope you like this song. Kenny Green was everything. Phenomenal writer. Love like this. I'm gonna let him sing. Hey, boo. I'm gonna let him do his thing. You can be with me anytime if you need. I love what you do to me. You can be my freak 8 days a week. I love what you do to me. Hey, Gail, Tracy. Hey, Michelle Nunes, my sisters. I'd love to see y'all out here. What's up, Tashi Stokes? That's Mr. Kenny Green with a duet featuring The Truth. Baby, world don't exist. Something in your kiss I never knew. Love like this. You can be with me anytime if you need. I love what you do to me. You can be my freak 8 days a week. I love. Come on, Teresa, this is my bestie right here. You got something that's so good to me. She sounds so dang good. Baby, you make my love come down. Sugar, you please me over and over. The love and reminisce. You know I can't resist when you love me like this. You can be with me anytime. Sing, Kenny. You need. I love to me. Oh, thank you, Gail. Love you, sister. Hey, I love to me. Can be with me. Yeah. I love it. What you do to me. Hey, Warren York. What's up, Marcus Montana? I love to me. Whoa. Just ad-libbing a little bit. What you do. Come on, y'all. What you do to me. Say what, say what, say what. What you do to me, Anytime, if you need, I love. Thanks for watching, y'all. Hey, Mr. Louisiana Untanned. Annette Simmons just joined. What's up, my sister? All right, let me cut that off. I'm in a good zone now. Got my music playing. Got me in a good mood. Took my Bantu knots out and got a little afro puff, a little curly do here. Feeling kind of good. Feeling a little light. But you in alert mode? My bad, bro. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, hey, I just like to acknowledge my peeps when they show up. I appreciate it anyway. Y'all don't tell nobody Marcus was on here. All right. This thing of fear, ladies. This thing of fear. We've got to get up. We've got to move forward. We have got to get a grip on this thing called fear. Not just the ladies that I deal with in the fibroid healing, but in general. In general, we have got to get a hold on this thing called fear. Listen, I am a health and wellness fanatic, a holistic practitioner, a holistic certified nutritionist, a PhD candidate. Look, I've got a book bag full of credentials, but the reason that I'm qualified to teach about women's healing is because I've been there and I've done that. And this goddamn thing of these fibroids is driving me crazy. It's pissing me off to the highest level of pistivity. And not just fibroids, all womb issues, hell, all disease, really. Because what happens is people say that they want healing, they want to take a natural approach, they don't want to have surgery, they don't want to be on medication, they don't want to, help me, Cindy, help me. What did you do? How did you heal naturally? Oh, what are the things I can take right now? Like, give me the answers today, and let me just go drink some potion today because I'm so afraid because I'm going to have surgery because the doctors have told me that my only option is to have hysterectomy or myomectomy or the morcellator robotic surgery that we know causes cancer. I would never, I don't care if your fibroid was as big as the freaking moon, I would never say have the surgery. Well, you know, I don't know how the moon is a little big. You might want to do it at that point. But all I'm saying is this. Ladies, there are over 600,000 hysterectomies every year for fibroids, mainly for fibroids, 99% for fibroids. Do we really think that that is necessary? When you just really use your brain, like I was afraid to do for the longest time. I wasn't even thinking. I was just wrapped up and caught up in fear and caught up in the symptoms and caught up in the what the doctors laid on me. All 17 of their asses told me all I could do was have a hysterectomy. And you know what? As I was near death, and I'm okay with talking about this publicly. I'm okay talking about it publicly. Yes, Warren York, the pain, thank you for joining. The pain, the hemorrhaging, the anemia, the foggy brain, can't think straight. I'm talking about, you're talking to somebody, you're listening to somebody right now who was out there getting it, getting paid, making money, getting it done. I was just singing my own music. We were on a major record label, right? Signed to a major record label in the industry, doing it big, living in mansions. Every time we stepped out the house, we were $1,000 weaves and limousines and smoke-filled Benzes and working with all of that. Lived that life, okay, to the fullest. I mean, to the absolute fullest. Came home, lost everything, learned how to make money from home, was making 15, 20, 30,000 a month. Now, for some of you, that ain't nothing. That's like beans. Like, no, most of you I know watching this can't live on 30 grand a month. I know that's not enough. I get that. But for me, it was enough, right? And, you know, lost it all and was stressed out. And the fibroids called all of their relatives, and they came and they invaded my body, and I hated my womb even worse. Like, I hated the pain. I hated the fact that I lived around my cycle. Like, my life revolved around the menses, okay? And Warren said, I'll take it. Yeah, so I'm talking publicly. Even though I'm working with about 2,000 ladies in my private group. If you know someone that needs this message and needs this support, send them to my group, Fibroids, Ladies Stop Thinking, Start Shrinking. It's a private fibroid group. Nobody will know that they're there except them, right? And the other members. And what's happening now is, look, people are still joining. Every 2 seconds I get another member. They're joining because this topic is so it's so silent. It's so silent, but it's so violent. And it's such a taboo that it's like back in the day, and you hear me say this a lot, back in the day, ladies used to just die in silence. They would just die from cancer and fibroids and hemorrhaging, and they would just go off and just die in silence, right? Because you don't talk about it. Why don't we talk about it? Well, for fear of being exposed, fear of people knowing your business, fear of, and they went through these, thousands of women went through these surgeries, and they're still going through it today because of fear that is imposed upon them by the doctor. The medical industry. God blessed our medical industry for the innovative ways that they're able to save lives. But also, you've got to know that it is big business. You've got to know that those tens of thousands, $15,000 hysterectomies each that all these women are having, they're not necessary because our wombs can be healed naturally. Yes, believe it. It can be healed. But because of fear. What is fear? An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. We are embedded and conditioned to think that because we're bleeding and having all these horrific symptoms. I won't go into all the details, the gory details here that I went through, that the ladies on watching this that are going through, that the 2,000 plus women in my group that are going through, and they're scared to death because of these symptoms, right? These symptoms. We didn't think about the symptoms when we were down in those bags of M&Ms and all them pork chops and them biscuits with the gravy and the fried shrimp and the chicken wings and the buffalo backs and the chitlins and the cow ass and the fart of the pig. We don't think about what the consequences are because we don't drop dead at that moment, right? But I lived that life. I did it. I ate it all. I drank it all. I smoked it all. I was that girl, right? Now, when I realized 4 years ago when I was in critical ICU getting bags and bags and bags of blood transfused into my body because I was at 2.9 hemoglobin and lost 80% of the blood in my body, right? Because of the, cow ass. Because of the lifestyle that I had lived, I was fit on the outside. I looked good, right? Even in being rolled in ICU, they're looking at me like, "What you're dying? Wait, you look great." No, I'm not great on the inside though. Outside, we can do anything. We can put makeup on. We can put it on. We can look good, ladies. And that's what too many of us are doing on the outside. And we got the aesthetic on fleek. But on the inside, our shit is jacked up sideways. And we need to come clean and clean up our act. And stop being afraid of the symptoms and of the fear tactics that are being imposed on you so you can give up your womb. They're practicing. And I get it. I get it. It's scary. You got to go to work. You got kids. You got a life. Well, listen to me. Listen to me right now. For those of you, this is not for everybody, but for those of you that really, really want a holistic approach, a natural approach to your healing, because I'm not here to penetrate through the thick ass walls of what, I'm going to keep eating like this. I ain't finna change. That's you. Do you, baby. Do you. And let me know how that works out for you. After you give up your womb and you're spent right into menopause, hot flashes and dry, let me know how it works out, because I'm going to tell you right now that there is another way, and it's called plant-based eating. It's called meditation. It's called yoga, tai chi, qigong. It's called herbs. It's called living a natural life. It's called natural hair, no relaxers, no more weaves, natural living, natural lifestyle. It's called loving your womb. It's called releasing your creativity. It's called expression. It's called letting your voice and your goddess self be known. It's called living in your truth. That's what it's called. But what happens to us is life. Life happens. Life happens, and it sucks the life right out of us, and we make a mad dash over there to the chopping block to hurry up and get some quick relief. And then we got to suffer through that process after we've gone through that process. Mom, 25 years old. I know people very, 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 very near and dear to me. 25 years old having hysterectomies. 25? You haven't even lived. You haven't even gotten your wisdom yet. The womb goddess, your everything. Ladies, we carry everything in our precious, precious, life-giving, world-producing, creative, powerful, oh my gosh, beyond powerful wombs. It's carried here. Let's see what we're saying. Gail Tracy, when my friend was 28, she had a hysterectomy because she had fibroid tumors the size of oranges. Did not want children, so she thought it was okay. Well, I understand, Gail. Yes, so many. Well, and one of the things that the doctors tell you, like they told me, well, do you plan on having any more children? Well, doc, you know, I don't know. Maybe not, but, you know, well, you don't need your womb. You don't need your uterus. If you're not having, it's only good for having babies. That's a goddamn lie. The womb in a woman operates her entire life. Think about it. It's the womb. It's the thing it's the organ that brings forth everything. It's the organ in a woman that allows her to be feminine, to be woman, to be goddess-like, to be God-like, to be creative, to be spiritual, to be nurturing, to be everything that her mate needs her to be. She is womb man. She needs her womb, guys. Ladies, you need your womb. I bet you saw things that weren't there and had bruises unexplained. I bet you saw things that weren't there and had bruises unexplained. I bet you saw things. Warren, what you mean by that? I bet you saw things that weren't there. Okay, explain. Give me, because I want to talk about that. And please feel free to comment and engage this conversation with me, because I'm working on a program right now, a 6-week, oh gosh, it's a healing program. Okay, it's gonna be 6 weeks long. Oh yes, low blood, yeah. Let me tell you, the hallucinations were real. Let me go back to Warren's point, and this is what I was telling my mother, and I say this all the time. They have not called this an anemic stroke, but I've coined this anemic stroke. I was hallucinating. The only thing I could see, I was going blind. I could only see green. Like, maybe that was symbolic. Maybe God was trying to tell me that at that time to get your ass on the greens and the chlorophyll and become a chlorophylliac so you can live. Maybe that was symbolic, Warren. But I tell you right now, yes, hallucinations. I had all kind of just the weirdest thoughts that were not even this. Like, why would I be thinking this? I won't even go into that right here on this video. Won't even go through it. But the thoughts, the anemia had me so jacked. So I could not think straight. I was in a fog. I went to Carolyn Morris. Hey, Carolyn, do you practice that? Baby, yes. That's what I'm talking about. When you go through the true healing process, you must heal the chakras and the meridians. This is where the energy flows. And see, this is beyond Western medicine. This is metaphysical. When we're talking about a natural healing of fibroid tumors that take over a woman's womb, where babies are designed to grow, and that womb is now growing these tumors because the body's intelligence doesn't know the difference. It thinks there's babies there, so it's growing the baby that it thinks is there. God is amazing. The body's intelligence is amazing. That's why I'm telling you right now that when we go and do the work, the deep work, Carolyn Morris just talked about healing the chakras. When you talk about healing your chakras, fear ain't got no goddamn place in here. You ain't got time for no fear, because you're in there doing that work and you believe beyond belief. Your fear is out the door. So ladies, you've got to feel the fear and do the work anyway, so that your work suppresses the fear. I promise you, because there's a rising up that has to take place. We've been conditioned since birth to love sugar, to love crap food, to love sugar. We may as well be smoking crack, to be honest with you. Literally, it's 10 times more, more addictive. The food, the chemicals that they're putting in our foods are addictive, designed to make sure that you stay on those foods, those food stuffs, those Frankenstein foods. And if you're giving that stuff to your kids and your daughters, then you're setting them the stage to go have hysterectomies as well, just like you may have done in your life, my sisters. If you're feeding your daughters the same thing you eat and ate to cause the fibroid tumors, they're going to have them too. The same with any disease. We don't inherit disease. We inherit recipes. Hashtag. We don't inherit disease. We inherit recipes and lifestyle. So if I eat what mama and them and grandmama and them ate, bless their souls, I'm gonna get and act like mama and grandmama and them acted and what they got. If I do what they did and eat what they ate, I'm gonna get the same thing. It's inevitable. It's a perpetual lifestyle that we hand down generation to generation. People pissed off about mama's handing down welfare. We handing down every goddamn thing. Yes, I'm going real raw, and the language is going to be explicit. Okay, so just bear with me. Click off if this is offensive to you. I understand. I'm not going to apologize, because this business is too serious. These fibroids are taking over the women and if you know what, and these hysterectomies, all these 600,000 hysterectomies out of fear, these women are scared to death. But the doctor says that my heart will stop, my kidneys, everything is going to fail. My organs were shutting down because I was super duper scared. Fear is going to, what do you think is happening when you're afraid? What do you think is happening? What hormone do you think you're shooting off into your bloodstream? It's called cortisol, and it is the fear, it's the stress hormone that's going to cause you to go bleed some more. Like a whole lot more. It's going to cause you to be in more excruciating pain. A whole lot more. It's going to cause you to be more apt to go have the surgery. A whole lot more of us are going to have that surgery. I did not get cut, not one damn slice. I healed the fibroids naturally. 9 big fibroids. I looked 8 months pregnant. I'm 113 pounds. The hell I look like being 8 months pregnant. There ain't no baby in there. People ask, when's your baby due? Oh, yeah. I'm like, ain't no baby. I gotta do something. Like, I'm sick. I'm done. I'm done being pregnant with no baby. How many of y'all done being pregnant with no baby? It's not funny. I know it's not funny. Not when you're laying in bed, like I was for almost 3 years, bedridden nearly, because of the symptoms. Well, ladies, guess what? There is a way out. There is another option. If you've already gone through the surgery, God bless you, sister. The spiritual womb is still intact. It's time now for you to help someone else. Help someone else, because now the truth has been given to you. The fibroid tumors are nothing more than internal trash bags designed to capture the toxins that you're putting in your body in the first place. So the first thing we have to do, my sisters, is undo what we did to get them in the first place. We got to undo what we did to get those fibroids in the first place. We have to undo the diet, the standard American diet. It is S to the A to the D. It's the acronym, exactly what it is. The standard American diet is going to not only cause you fibroid tumors, it's going to cause our brothers prostate cancer, it's going to cause you diabetes, it's going to cause you high blood pressure, it's going to make you have osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis and cancer and you name it. Bad skin, bad hair, bad nails, bad life. It's going to cause, there's no other way around it. If you're eating the food, you're going to get what the foods cost. Cost and cause. Damn, Cindy, but I can't afford to eat healthy. It's too, costs too much, man. That organic stuff you be talking about in them smoothies, man, those smoothies look like green garbage. it costs too much. How can I afford to eat healthy? I don't know, but how can you afford to give up your kidney? How can you afford to give up your liver? How can you afford to give up your heart? Let them take it out, do work on it, put it back in, carve your chest up. Listen, you're going to let them take your womb because you don't want to eat healthy because you're worried about what it costs? What is that thinking? That's that food got you thinking like that. That's a clear symptom of the food that you're eating. If that's your thought process, oh, it costs too much to eat healthy. You get the money to do every goddamn thing else you want to do. Get the money to go eat healthy and stay out of the Twinkie aisle. Stay out of the biscuit aisle. Stay out of the pork chop aisle and go get you some real food that's going to heal your mind and heal your body. That would be the plant foods from the sun, not the lab. Hello, somebody. Now that's thinking, Gail. Gets them every time, sister. That's thinking, gets them every time. This is about a lifestyle change. This is about a change of psychology so that we can change our physiology, so that we can have more productivity, so that we can have a better posture and outlook on life, so that we can go out and design the life we desire to live and live in the body that we love to love. And we can't do it until we get healthy. We can't even think straight until we clear our mind from all that fog, from all them Fruit Loops and all them M&Ms and all them Cheetos. It's fogging up your brain so you can only think it's too much to eat healthy. I can't afford it. You can't afford not to if you want to live a long, healthy life and reverse aging and age backwards and be there for your grandkids and not tired and sick and lethargic. This just depending on how you want to live. Now, this might not be for you. It might not be for you. You might want to be fat and sick and dying and on 12 medications and on a cane and in a wheelchair. If that's the kind of life that you desire to live, which I don't think that's you. I just don't believe that that's you. If that's And we're going to talk to the pastors too for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and talk to the pastors and the ministers because I shared the ministry with you, my brothers and my sisters, because we can shorten that healing line if we go ahead and preach the truth about the food and lighten up on some of them fish fry dinners and lighten up on some of them chicken dinners and them greens that's cooked with the ham hocks. Because if we are really about helping our flock that God has given us has ordained us to oversee these flock, then we would definitely be putting our flock on some more plant-based foods and some greens and some salad and some smoothies and some holistic healing, wouldn't we? Isn't that what God loves? I'm just saying. I mean, is that what God loves? God loves a healthy, happy. I would that you would prosper, even as your soul prospers. And let me get the word out. Let me go ahead and get. Y'all want some scripture? Y'all need some scripture backing? I'm gonna do that on another video because I gotta go talk to my women in the healing group right now. I've got to go talk to these women in my healing group because they need a word. I'm just saying. I just strongly, very strongly, adamantly know that when we change our psychology around health and food and fitness, it's like my mentor, Dr. Baxter Montgomery, board certified cardiologist right here in Houston, Texas, who was instrumental in saving my life. It's as simple as eating a whole plant-based, minimally processed food diet, getting a little bit of exercise, and some sunlight. It's a simple formula, but the majority of us won't do it. I just don't know why. Gail Tracy says, your body is your temple. Is it a sin, the way that we eat? Do we ask forgiveness I know we ask for forgiveness for the fornication and the adultery and the theft and the idolatry and the jealousy and the envy and all these other things. We ask for forgiveness for slapping our wives or husbands or kids or whatever. I know we ask for forgiveness. When was the last time we asked for forgiveness for eating the biscuits and gravy? The smothered pork chops. The cheese grits. the Cheetos, the bag of M&Ms, the coffee. Did we ask for forgiveness for causing our body to have a heart attack? Did we ask for forgiveness for ladies, have we asked for forgiveness for fibroids, for causing our body, filling our womb with some shit, and then praying that God would heal us, but still having fear and doubt? Are we asking for forgiveness for the fear? Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Come on, Jim Rohn. Oh boy. All right, so there's my spiel for the evening. I just wanted to come on and just talk about this fear thing, false evidence appearing real, or something like that. But it's the fear is the thing. It's that thing where people feel like there's danger, that there's something that's going to harm them, so they're afraid of it. And what number one tactic does Western medicine use on women facing fibroid surgery? What is the number one tactic that they use? Fear. Oh, if you don't have the surgery, you're not going to make it. You're going to lose your life. You might die. Your heart will stop in the middle of your next breath. That's a bunch of confunctory foolishness. You ain't gonna die if you don't have the fear, if you get over here and get the healing. Have you joined the intensive, the 3-hour intensive, where I show the before and after photos? I am giving the real, like I tell my entire testimonial. Have you bought the Fibroid Healing book yet? Stop Thinking, Start Shrinking.com. The book that I wrote, giving you the 10 steps to healing. Shrink your body. You can lose weight and heal the fibroids at the same time. Stop Thinking, Start Shrinking.com. Get the book, join the next intensive. I'm coming back on the 28th of this month for a 3-hour live intensive. I think it's the 28th, maybe the 18th. I'll double check the dates and I'll get back to you on that. But I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for connecting with me. I am Cindy G of the Cindy G Project, here to help you design the life you desire to live. That means living in joy, being able to bring the joy every day. That means living fully, loving openly, and making a difference every single day. And I'm here to help you live in the body that you love to love. God bless you all. Thank you, Carolyn Morris. Bless you too. I miss you, sister. We used to have some good fun times back in the day, didn't we? I ain't forgot. God bless everybody. Peace.